Ladies and gentlemen, the following is another exciting episode of the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society. In one corner, we have the greatest thing on God's green earth. No, we're not talking about money, Mary Jane, or Popeye spinach. He is the trackle dart of Ringside Society and Delaware's greatest American hero. It takes two to make a thing go right. He's Rob Bass, and you are not. In the second quarter, we have that ocean crossing, straight up bossing, flight catching, shot glass snatching, always on the go. Catch him if you can. Said his name in Guyana, now they love him in Japan. No cap, the worldwide star boy, Remy Blue. And our special guest tonight for this exciting episode of the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society, is a man that wears many hats. Yes, he's a bodyguard. He's personal security. He's an MMA fighter. And most of all, he is a graduate of the Nightmare Factory Class 2. Everybody, welcome to the show, the Bodyguard, Austin Green.
Woo!
What's up?
Nothing much, man. Thanks for actually, being on the show. We really and truly do appreciate it. We've been making it a goal to interview like a lot of y'all from that graduating class, especially after that great student showcase they all put on. I gotta say, I was thoroughly impressed, man. I was thoroughly impressed. I'm looking forward to Student Showcase 3 whenever that happens. I'll definitely be tuned in.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
No problem, man. No problem.
I do want to apologize if I'm not like looking at the camera. I'm driving on my way to. Actually, I'm on my way to training now. So.
Oh, okay. Awesome. I gotta say, first off, man, I know that you're also a military vet, man. So, hey, from one brother in arms to another, man. Hey, thank you for serving, man. I know how it is.
Appreciate it.
Thanks. But
appreciate it.
But yeah, man. So, gotta say, man, like you were a powerhouse in that tag team match that you had with the Diamond Sheik against Aaron Dallas and Aaron Kirk. I was like, when I saw you come out, I was like, wow, this guy is a monster, man. Like, there is no way they're gonna pin this guy. Like, who's gonna stop this guy? Like, I was like, wow. And I mean, Aaron Dallas is a huge dude, but you like made that. And Aaron, if you're listening to this, man, my apologies. You made that man look small. I was like, damn. But
yeah, I pretty much make everybody look small right now.
Yeah, but I gotta ask you, man. I normally ask all our guests this, but what was the what made you become a fan of professional wrestling? What was the event or the pay-per-view that made you like become a fan of it?
I mean, well, I used to always be a fan when I was a kid because like my dad would watch it every week, and I would always try to like stay up and sneak and watch it and catch like little sneak peeks when he let me. And I think I was watching, might have been Stone Cold.
Right.
Either him or The Rock, one of those two. I started watching, and I just I just loved everything about what they did, how they acted, the way they moved in the ring, like everything they did just always got a reaction out of me. And then I would just always watch every week just to see what they're gonna do. And then as I just started watching it more and more, I just became a fan of everybody that would wrestle. And then it always, like me and my little brother and my little sister would always go out and practice on the trampoline, and we just go out and start wrestling on the trampoline, or we just wrestle in the backyard. We'd always get in trouble for it, but we kept doing it anyways because it was fun. So I was like, finally I get a chance to do what I was always practicing on the trampoline and actually do it for real.
Awesome. Yeah, I remember back in the day we used to play wrestling too. Well, we had like a bouncy castle that one of our friends had. We would actually practice moves on there and so on. Whenever they brought it out, those were definitely fun times.
Yeah.
So So who did you enjoy watching like growing up? Like who were some of your favorites?
Like Stone Cold, you had The Rock, Triple H, Kane, Undertaker. I really try to. Actually, my style is I try to copy or not copy, but like take some of what Kane does, what Undertaker does, and try to implement it in my own way. But like those guys right there, let's see who else. Those are like the main ones that I would always watch because they stood out more to me than the others. But
Right.
like I was watching everybody pretty much, even the Hardy Boys, the Dudleys, like all those
Yeah,
old
those
school, old legends.
yeah, those are some did you ever get to meet any of those guys like Kane, Undertaker, Dudley Boys, Hardys?
The only one I've actually met that act like in person, I met The Rock, and that was
Oh
because
wow.
I was doing some like stand-in work for one of his movies, and I was actually got picked to be his stand-in for a couple days, so I got to work alongside him. He's the only one I've actually met.
Wow. That must have been I don't know, but to me, I don't know how it was to you, but to me, like The Rock is one of my favorite wrestlers. So for me to actually meet him in person, that'd be probably like kind of like I'd probably be nervous and whatnot because growing up, The Rock was like one of like my teenage inspirations. I mean, he's the reason why I took pride in the way like my sideburns used to grow. I used to tell the barber, "Hey man, do whatever you want, just don't mess up my sideburns." You know,
Yeah,
and yeah, man, the Rock was my guy back when I was a teenager, man. I'm that
like I
I
don't.
don't know how. Go ahead, my bad.
I was just gonna say like I don't normally get too starstruck with a lot of people just because I do a lot of security and bodyguard work for a lot of famous people, but like just seeing him, I was like, oh shit, that's like my idol.
Yeah,
So I was,
yeah, the Rock is
definitely a
definitely
moment.
the Rock is definitely something, man. So now that you're cheering for your favorites and you're booing the bad guys and whatnot. Um, how did your journey go from um fan to pro wrestler?
It was actually pretty. Oh, it was like a pretty extent, like long. But as a fan, I would watch it, and then I kind of. It took a while for me to actually start like finding like a school that I could afford to go to, that made sense to go to. And so instead, like I got into MMA, and I started training MMA first. And then as I was training MMA and fighting, and one of my buddies that wrestles for OVW actually, he had told me about this the Nightmare Factory, and he told me who to contact, and I contacted them, and then they told me to come up there. And then I came up and I was talking with QT, and he was just kind of giving me the rundown and everything. And then like the very next day, I started training. It was just trying to
Wow, that's
find
cool.
like
So,
like I'll go ahead.
uh, I was I was gonna say so with the training. Um, I know that you were a vet, and I know that trust me, they work you out in the military because I've been through it as well too. And
Yes, sir.
you've done MMA training. How did that help? I mean, did that help with your training to become a professional wrestler in any way?
I mean, my cardio, it kind of helped my cardio a little bit because, like, sometimes I go back to my old military days of like just running, doing my cardio because I was in pretty decent shape for a 200 plus pound guy. So I would always go back to what we did for running and morning runs and stuff like that. But really, my MMA training and jiu-jitsu really kind of helped a lot just with the staying in shape portion because I was training for fights all the time and then being able to stay in shape for those fights helped out transition to being in shape for the ring.
And right now you're undefeated, right? I think you're like 4-0, right? I
No,
could
I'm
be
four
wrong.
and two.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh,
Four
okay,
and two.
okay.
Yeah.
Man, those guys must. I tell you, that must have been. I would not want to be across the ring. I saw, and you also. I don't know if you're also a bouncer, right? From time to
Yes,
time.
sir. I do.
Man,
Well, that's like my main. That's like my main job is security, bodyguard work, and stuff like that.
hey, let me tell you something, brother. If I ever see you in the nightclub and you trying to throw me out, hey, just let me throw myself out, man. I'll be like Jazz, because I seen you throw some of them guys out. I was like, what? I'd be like, hey, man, look, man, I just throw myself out, man. I was like, just
Yeah,
don't bother, man. I just go.
that's usually how it goes.
Shoots. I seen the techniques used. I'm like, man, oh geez, nah. Whew.
Yeah, sometimes it gets
Yeah,
ugly.
yeah. But so you did the 12 weeks of training, and you had your classmates like one of our favorites here, Ringside Society, Diamond Sheik. Y'all trained together and whatnot. What was it like for you individually when it was the ending of training and they gave you a certificate and they said you're good to go, you're officially a professional wrestler, you can travel all over the country, if not all over the world, and be a professional wrestler now? What was the feeling like for you?
I mean, it was a good feel. It was a great feeling because those 12 weeks was rough. Like it was tough. We was learning new stuff every day, trying to remember old stuff. But it was it was a great feeling. But to me, it was just like the work had just started. Like the easy part was over. Now the hardest part begins is getting yourself out there and building your character and promoting yourself and actually getting to where you can perform on that big stage in front of all those people. Like that's now's the work. Now the work's really begun.
Yeah, and I gotta say, man, you got a match coming up, right?
Yes, this Sunday actually.
Awesome. Yeah, I saw that. By the way, also congrats on that AEW appearance. I saw you guys, you and Diamond Sheik were actually you actually walked out there with Cody Rhodes, that
Yes,
one
sir.
episode, and I was like, what, yo, they made it, man. Now all we gotta do is see y'all do y'all thing in the ring, and that's it. I was very happy for y'all, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Definitely was. So in
More
terms
of
of
those coming in the future.
yeah, trust me, I definitely look forward to it. I remembered, and I keep telling this story. Rob's probably getting tired of it. We had a guy named Danny Limelight. You've probably seen him around, and
Yeah.
we had him on here. And I was like, I remembered, like a week or two afterwards, I saw him on Dark. And I immediately called Rob. I'm like, Rob, are you on YouTube? He's like, Nah. I'm like, dude, go to YouTube. He goes to YouTube. I'm like, now check out. So I'm like, now check out AEW Dark. And he goes on there and he's like, oh snap, Danny Limelight. I'm like, yeah, bro, we just had him on the show. Ain't that crazy? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just got two more questions before I pass over to Rock. I know he got a couple of questions for you as well. Um, in terms of so let me dial it back a bit. So your trainer Cody Rhodes, several years ago when he left WWE, he posted a list on social media, and the list contained like several people that he wanted to wrestle in the near future, and then subsequently other wrestlers started doing the same thing too. So my second to last question is, who are the Bodyguard Austin Green's top 5 opponents he wants to wrestle in the near future?
Ooh, that's a good question. I haven't even honestly thought about it. Top five. Well, I mean, one of them, I really like to wrestle my coach. I would want to wrestle Cody. That would be an honor to be able to wrestle the person, one of the people that trained me. Uh, Possibly Chris Jericho, John Moxley. Uh, actually, I never honestly even thought about that question before. That's a good question. My top five, possibly the Big Show or Paul White, just because we're both two big guys, and I think that would be a almost can be like one of those Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant moments.
Right, right.
Even honestly, even Mark Henry, he just got signed to AEW. I'd love to wrestle him.
Wow. Yeah, that'd be a good
Honestly,
match of power right
question.
there.
That was a damn question. Say again.
Yeah. And I said that'd be a good match of power right there.
Oh yeah.
You versus Mark Henry, yeah.
Like I would love because I like wrestling big guys because like when I wrestle little guys I don't like take as many bumps, and for some reason like I like to take bumps. So being able to wrestle big guys, it makes sense for me to take a couple bumps because like I don't want to be that big guy that goes his whole career and doesn't take too many bumps or like it just I like wrestling big dudes just because it makes me think
Right.
outside the box and it I don't
Understandable.
know. It's just something about it.
So my last question before I turn it over to Rob. In regards to professional wrestling, where do you see yourself in like 5 years?
5 years, I see myself. Honestly, I see myself wrestling on the big stage, or
Awesome. Uh,
Oh, I think we had technical difficulties.
actually pushing for like a major title.
yeah, I'm back.
I was thinking we had some technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Austin went out for a second.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I was by myself for a second. I was like Snoochie Boochies.
Wow. Uh, okay. Austin, you there? Well, for those of you listening, we just have a bit of technical difficulties.
It
We
must be a bad
apologize.
area.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wanted to ask him about Sheik if he's using Sheik's gas card. Diamond Sheik got that card, man.
Uh,
Yeah, we also got a favorite MMA fighter, Rampage Jackson. I want to talk about Rampage. Whew.
Hello.
Oh. Thought I heard something.
yeah, it might be Hey, Austin.
I can see you.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can
I
hear
think
you
the
now.
Yeah,
connection's kind of breaking up a little
yeah, it
bit.
is. I'm gonna go ahead and turn over to Rob. 'Cause I know Rob has some questions for you. So Rob, go ahead, man. Floor is yours.
All right, sweet man. Thanks. So what's going on, Austin, man? How you doing today?
I'm doing all right. Just trying to get through this Atlanta traffic right now.
Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah, I don't want to, try and distract you or whatever, man. You over here maneuvering through the traffic, man. Whew. I do want to ask, man. Like, man, on your MMA fight, man, you're talking about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, taking that up, man. How tough is that going, man? Doing that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, because that stuff, man. Woo. Counter for everything, man. Move, counter for everything, man. You know how to do those Americanas, Kimuras, all that.
Could you repeat that question? It's kind of breaking in and out.
Oh, I was just asking about your Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu training, man. Are you able, bust out with Kimuras and Americanas and Google Patas and all that?
Oh yeah, I love Jiu-Jitsu's fun.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, because I never really heard of it.
I love Jiu-Jitsu. I haven't trained much lately, just because I've been focusing so much on wrestling. But like the jiu-jitsu training.
Oh yeah. Jiu-Jitsu. I'm like, oh man, yeah, that thing is that's nasty, man. It's like one of the things every MMA fighter has to learn, man. You got to learn some kind of jiu-jitsu.
It's still kind of cutting in and out.
My bad. Oh man, this technology and stuff, man. All that stuff, man. It's like 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, man. But I did say, man, I was doing research, man. We do have a favorite MMA fighter, man, Rampage Jackson. Oh, are you able to hear me now?
Hello?
Hola. Can you hear me now? Oh, man.
Folks, for those of you listening, we apologize for the technical difficulties. This stuff happens. But
Hello?
Yeah, we're still here. Rob.
Yeah, we can still hear. Are you good?
Yo.
Okay. Yeah, man, because I was asking, man, like, yeah, we have
this, it's cleared up now.
Oh, it's cleared up? All right, we good. Yeah, I was talking about, your Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and stuff, man, with the MMA train, man. It's like everybody in MMA should know some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, man. You know what I mean? You just can't go in there without knowing something.
Yeah.
And then, and then when I was doing research, man, we have like one of the same favorite fighters, man, Rampage Jackson. Have you ever got to meet him or anything?
Yeah.
Oh, that dude's a monster.
Nah, not yet.
Whew.
I wish. That's what actually got me into MMA. Him.
Oh, nice.
And that's why, like, when I fight, I wear the chain. So that's why all my fights you'll see me with the chain around my neck, because that's I stole that from Rampage pretty much.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Rampage, oh man, yeah. He probably got that from the Junkyard Dog, I guess. Maybe.
Yeah. I was like, I'm gonna skip the chain. I'll do everything except how. Like, I won't take the how.
Yeah, there you go.
Chain is definitely, that's the chain. I definitely got that from him.
Now, another one of my favorites, man, was Anderson Silva, man, because I swear he was like a ninja in the ring. Like, I remember watching him knock out Forrest Griffin, just like on his back foot, running away, just like stepping back, dodge and just jab, knocked him out. I'm like, woo, man. He was nasty on them feet. Woo.
Anderson Silva was one of my top 5 favorite fighters. Him, Rampage, GSP. Like, those guys what got me watching MMA and UFC back in the day.
Oh, yeah. And then GSP, man, he was in Captain America. Yeah, in the beginning, man, he was the only one, could hang with Captain America for a little bit, man. And he ain't had none of them powers. Oh, man. Uh-oh. Are we good? We freeze up?
Not a little bit, but I think he's good now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did want to say on some of your bodyguard work, man. Yeah, like you say, you done some with some famous people, man. There was one I seen when you were doing bodyguard work for Juvenile. Now, man, growing up, in the late '90s and stuff, man, I love Cash Money, man. So, what was that like, man? Hanging with them, man. Was Baby there, man? Manny Fresh, man, on the BG, Young Turk, Lil Wayne.
It was actually for Lil Wayne's daughter's birthday. And so she was throwing a birthday party, and so she was bringing it old school. So she invited, like, Juvenile was there, Lil Wayne was there. Like, she invited pretty much everybody. Like, I didn't see Baby, but like Lil Wayne was there, 2 Chainz, like,
oh, nice.
Everybody, like, almost everybody was there. I was sitting there in the middle, like, oh wow. And I had man. I had a right there front row, pretty much seat of the little performance they did. Which
nice.
Like, that was legendary for me. I was like, wow.
Were they freestyling in a circle or something in front of you, just for warming up, practicing or something? Because that'd been awesome.
Nah, they were going. What's that song that Juvenile and Lil Wayne got together? The old school song. I can't think of the name of it right now.
The Block is Hot. Was that it?
I think they did that one, and I think they might have did one more.
Because I remember the one. What was the one with Juvenile did? He's like, got that Know Ya clap, but that was Wacko and Skip. Yeah, that was that. That was Wacko and Skip.
I can't remember the song. I know they got a song. It's like an old school song they got.
Yeah, I'd probably have to rack my brain, man. I got a lot of their stuff on Spotify, man. I probably still have it on old CDs, man. I still have my old thing where I used to carry in my car. It was like a great big CD case, man, with like 50 million pages, man. You had to go die, Yeah, man, I want to listen to this one. Man, yep. Yeah. I still got it.
Yep, that's gonna be worth some money one day.
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully it's like those baseball cards I collected when I was a kid, man. My mom got in the garage, man. So I'm waiting on that investment too.
I wish I would have kept all my old classic Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Man, I wish I kept my man. I used to have like the He-Man and Ghostbuster toys, man. I was like, oh, I wish I kept those. Oh,
I don't even know what happened to all my stuff, but it was definitely worth some money now.
My mom was one of them throwing away mothers, man. If you left it out, she stepped on it. Oh, it was gone. Either that or go out and get a Switch. Yep. It was like, damn it. It's over. And then Legos, she would, if it was sitting there, oh, that thing get vacuumed up, man. You'd be like, yeah, I'm missing people. Oh, you left it out, man. That thing got vacuumed up. I'm like, dang.
Yep, the Legos definitely is over with.
Oh, man. So are you still running 5Ks, man? I seen you did that. Is your cardio up enough to do that?
Ooh. Not like it used to be, 320, 330 right now. So woo. Those distance runs, and they don't feel too good on the knees after a while.
Ooh, I believe it. Oh, man, yeah, because I seen that you were doing 5K. I was like, oh, man, I had to ask you about that, man. Be like, woo, what kind of leg workouts you doing, man? Because, man, it had to be like, big that, oh, man.
Yeah, I might get a hot mile and a half in, but anything above that, nah, it starts to take its toll.
That's right. Now I did get to see your last fight, your MMA fight, man, where you knocked home dude out, man. You know, you got behind, you know, hit him with the, you know, the blows and stuff, man. Got him, man. I was like, yo, that's what's up, man. Now, for some reason, man, I have friends and all, man, that think that they can just get up off the couch, go into the MMA cage or whatever, and dominate on people, right? I literally had a friend tell me one time, look me dead in the soles of my eyes, right, and go, I would just roll up in there. I'm way bigger than him. I would just roll up in there, grab a hold of him, and slam him. What they gonna do to me? I was like, okay. First off, like you said, like they're just gonna let you walk up there and do that. Like, all right. Now that I'm talking with the MMA fighter, man, I'm gonna be like, next time you do, I'm gonna be like, you know, I know this dude named Austin Green, man. You know what I mean? Send him down your way.
Because I used to think that too when I was like when I used to watch it. I was like, I could get in there and fight. Then you get in there and do your first class, and you get rolled up, and you're like, maybe not.
Yeah. Like, I don't know any counters, man. Cause like, yo, you get into a rear naked choke, man. Your first thing is to turn away. Like, nah, you got to turn into that thing. You know what I mean? Get all up in there, you know, like that. Like, whoo. Oh man. Now, also before doing that, man, I seen you did a little arena football, man. What was that like, man? Doing the arena football?
Heart. So anytime I get a chance to play like I'm a football player at heart. So like arena ball was right up my alley. Get in there, throw a couple people around. Like I love football.
Now, were you O or D line?
I was both. So
you did both?
Yeah.
Ooh. Man, I can imagine you going after that quarterback for a second. Oh man. Oh, they probably soiling themselves. Oh my Lord.
Yeah. I played both sides of the ball. I played tight end. I played fullback. Like, I was all over the field.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I never played football, man. I played Pop Warner. That was it, man. I wrestled in high school and all that. My wrestling coach was like, "No, you ain't playing football. No, man. You might damage something." I'm like, "Come on, man." He would not let me. I'm like, "All right, whatever."
I wish I was in high school. That's one sport that was one sport I wanted to do, but never got a chance to do.
Yeah, wrestling, man, it's crazy. Like, from like on wrestling, man, when you're on your back, man, you ain't trying. It's bad to be on your back. Jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, if you're on your back, oh, I'm good to go. You know what I mean? So, so if you're a wrestler coming in and learn that, it's that little shock, thing. Like, oh man.
Yep. Because in jiu-jitsu you can pull guard. You know what I'm saying? Go with wrestling. Once those shoulders, even once some shoulders hit the mat,
yeah,
gotta get them up.
That's right. Now, I love it, man, when people were doing MMA, man, they throw that rubber guard in, man. Yeah, that thing, man, you to do that, man, get that rubber guard, throw that leg up there, hold it there like that, man. I'm like, oh, man, those dudes are awesome, man. Like BJ Penn, stuff like that. Like, yeah. Man. Now, have you, since you've been training, doing, your thing, man, you and Diamond Sheik, man, does he ever let you use that gas card? Because, gas prices are, higher nowadays, man. And last time he was on here, he was talking about his gas card he got. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, I'm jealous. So I got asked, does he let you use it?
Me and him gonna have to have a talk about that one because we finna do a lot more traveling here soon because we got a couple shows coming up. So I'm gonna have to holler at him about that gas card.
That's right. Yeah, he was talking about that. He was like, yeah, oh man, I got this. I was like, oh man. That's right. I was like, oh man, I was jealous. I was like, dang. But he did hook you all up, man. I seen some of those chains and stuff, man. He hooked you all up with the Nightmare Factory thing. Yeah, that was awesome, man.
Can you hear?
Oh, can you hear me? Oh.
Everything good?
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're back. Yeah, I was gonna ask you, man, about the Diamond Sheik, man. His man, he gave y'all everybody in the class chains and stuff, man. Those things look awesome. Was it chains or a bracelet or something? Oh,
I can't hear you guys right now.
Oh, okay. Can you hear us now? Oh, you good? Oh, you good now?
Hello.
What up? Oh, I can hear you now. Uh-oh. Technical difficulties.
Yeah, it happens. Even WWE, so
We just
we'll
roll
have to
with the
try to have him
punches.
back in here.
Yeah, we just roll with the punches.
Hey, Alicia, how you doing?
Word up.
Our mod is actually on tonight. All right, let's see if we get him back in here.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yep. Yeah, I can hear you, man. Now I do want to, man. Man, how'd you get into acting, the acting work and stuff, man? Were you just like out there and somebody was like, "Yo, you gotta be a stand-in stunt man or something, man"? Oh, can you hear me? Oh, oh, can you hear me now? Oh, can you hear me? No.
Hello.
Oh, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? We good? Uh-oh.
Yeah, I think you said you're good.
Oh, I'm good?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I was just had a couple more questions, man.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Yeah, this is one of those shows.
It happens, man.
It happens. It happens. Like,
What's the day? Thursday? What's on
yep.
tonight? When's ML? Oh man, the China Dark Side of the Ring's on tonight, isn't it?
Oh, really? Okay. I guess
I think I don't know. I'm gonna have to double check, but I heard that would be a good one because she's got one this season, right?
Yeah. There we go.
All right. Here we go. Seeing the little circle.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because isn't after MLW's on after Dark Side of the Ring, right?
Hello.
Yeah, I haven't seen MLW in a while.
Oh,
Hey, welcome back.
You good? Welcome back. Oh, you good?
I can see you guys, but I can't hear anything.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You hear me now? No. Oh man. Oh no. Technical issue, man. I unplugged my thing.
Yeah, my thing is good.
Yeah.
I mean,
They still can't hear us. Still can't hear us. Still can't hear us. Oh man. Still can't hear us.
okay, I'm back.
All right.
Can you hear us now?
Oh man.
So he can hear. He can see us, but he can't hear us.
Yeah, I can hear him.
Yeah, me too.
That stinks.
Yeah, this is I mean, he's not muted either, so I mean,
Nah.
I
Maybe
don't
it's
know.
just maybe it's just had to reset or something, like.
Yeah, sometimes I do that too. I mean, it happens to me as well.
Yeah, I've done that, man. I've been interview whatever, and then like the app just shuts down, and I'm gonna have to re-get on there. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I was just
So
gonna watch
Kathy
some.
said it.
Hmm?
Kathy said it's China, vice versa, or something like that. I just saw her in here. So here he is again. Let's see.
All right.
Welcome back.
Can you hear us?
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah. Oh, we good.
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, can you hear us now? We good? Oh man, you probably not be able to hear us now. Yo. Can you hear me? Like dude on commercial.
Yeah. StreamYard is wilding. Can you hear us?
Yeah, StreamYard acting all crazy. Man. Yeah, StreamYard acting crazy. Oh, man.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, because I can see him perfectly fine, man. I can hear him. Uh-oh. Snoochie boochies. I don't know if I gotta exit out myself or what.
Okay, I'm back.
All right. Should I exit out and go back to?
Rob, you there?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you. I don't know what's going on with this thing, though.
Yeah.
I can't see you now.
You can't see
Wow.
me? I can see you. Austin's gone.
Now I can see you.
Oh, man.
This is one of them interviews. But
do you think we're gonna have to reschedule
while
this
we're trying
one?
to fix this,
Or
beg pardon?
I was gonna say, are we gonna have to try and reschedule this one, or try and fix the problem? Do some diagnosis. Call the Geek Squad.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see if it says he's back now.
Yeah, I can see him. All right. Oh, can you hear me? Because I can hear him on the freeway and stuff. Fish don't fry in the kitchen, bean don't burn on the grill. Took a whole lot of Turian just to get up that hill. Now we're up in the big league. It's my turn to get back. Long as we live, lunatic, baby. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ooh, batter up. I'm the first to swing home run. Oh, man. Oh, man. Paused. No sound. I'm the only one left standing. Sole survivor. Snoochie Boochies. Hmm. Captain Planet, he's a hero. Gonna take pollution down to zero. Gonna help us put asunder bad guys who like to loot and plunder. We're the Planeteers. You can be one too. And saving our planet is the thing to do. Looting and polluting is not the way. Hear what Captain Planet has to say. The power is yours. Listen to the story about a man named Jed. Poor mountaineer, barely kept his family fed. Then one day he was shooting at some food. Come the brown was a bubbling crude.
All right.
We good?
I think so. I'm back now.
All right.
Yep. Austin, can you hear us?
Oh, man.
This is crazy.
Oh, man.
Austin, can you hear us?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, can you hear us?
I can hear him, but he can't hear us.
What is going on with StreamYard?
Oh, man. We got hit it with a hammer. Man. It's one of them days, man.
Yeah, definitely is.
Well, it was like, what's that, Limp Biscuit?
Yeah.
Just one of them days.
It's crazy.
Man, I was having fun chatting with him too, man. Dang.
Folks, once again, we apologize. This is not something that we normally do. We'll try to fix this as much as we can, to the best as we can. Let me see.
All right.
All right.
All right. Good.
Hey, Austin. Can you hear us?
All right. I don't think he can hear us, man.
I don't know what's going on.
Man.
Hello?
Darn it.
This is one of those episodes. I'm convinced.
The podcast guys are mad at us for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know what we should do.
Can you hear us, Austin?
I don't know what we should do.
Let's try something real quick.
Well, I'm here. I know ain't nobody can hear me. Well, I guess all y'all can. So I've been playing Dead by Daylight. Oh, okay. Here comes Remy. I think Austin hopped off.
Man, this thing is weird, man. You can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you. Sounds like you're in a cave, though.
Yeah. Room is kind of.
Uh-oh.
Can you hear me
Hey,
now?
Austin, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Yep. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Oh, woo, woo.
I don't know what happened.
Awesome. Thank you.
That was like, oh man.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, I had to sing old TV show theme songs. You know what I mean? You know, to fill the void in. I was singing the Jeffersons, Beverly Hillbillies, Captain Planet.
Gotta improvise.
Yeah, you gotta do something.
That
Yeah,
was
man. I did want to ask, man, about your MMA training versus wrestling, man. Like I remember listening to Joe Rogan a while back, and they were debating on what was harder, and they were saying they're both just as hard, but for different reasons. Now, what do you have one like that you think is harder than the other, or are they like right? It's like they're both hard, but for different reasons.
they're both hard, but honestly, I feel like MMA training is probably a lot harder than wrestling. Because in a sense, MMA, if you go in there and you don't know what you're doing, like it's gonna be a short night.
Yeah.
In wrestling, you can go, don't know what you're doing. You just listen to the other person, and you can kind of coast your way through it.
Yeah.
But honestly, in a way, I feel like MMA is a lot harder because you have to learn so much. Like, you got to learn jiu-jitsu, boxing, kickboxing. You got to make sure your cardio is right. Like, it's definitely a lot tougher.
Oh yeah, because them rounds, they're like 5-minute rounds, man. You're up just steady going, man. It's like, whoo, man, that's taxing. Man. Yeah, you definitely got some cardio.
And when you're in the middle of an MMA fight, you get tired. You can't just grab a headlock and.
Nope. Oh yeah, you can't do that. You blown up there. It's like, oh man, hopefully, oh man, yeah, like you said, you get blown up, short night. Oh man. Now, how did you get into your acting thing, man? Like, were you just were you out and about? Were you in LA somewhere? Somewhere where a camera was, and they were like, "Yo."
I have a friend. She was doing some acting down here in Atlanta, and I just asked her like, how was she getting like her bookings and stuff? And she just showed me a couple Facebook pages that they're always looking for like extras and background roles and stuff like that. And I just started applying to them, and then next thing you know, they start calling, emails start coming in, and it's almost like a full-time job if you like that.
Oh yeah, and that's something I always want to try. I was actually in an extra in an independent movie. I played a zombie, and I actually got to get killed and all that. Man, it's pretty cool. I chased the star, wrestled with him, and then I got killed or whatever. So that was pretty cool, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I've done a couple of the Walking Dead episodes too.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's awesome, man. I love that show. Oh, I did see your zombie picture, man. See, your zombie makeup way better than mine, man.
Yeah.
Oh man. That's right. Oh man, that's right. Yeah, man. So yeah, man. See, what my dream is though, man, is being like a Jason horror thriller, man, and get killed, like get a brutal death scene. I want like the worst one in the movie. Like when you left, be like, yo, that dude got tore out. Remember that guy? I'm like, oh, that's me.
Got folded in half, head cut off, all kind of crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be like, yo, did you see that dude get that hook through the mouth and I'd be like, yep, that was me. That's all I want. I don't want no Oscars, no none of that, man. But like, yo, I got killed by Jason.
Yeah, I already know.
That's right. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look for those. Those Facebook pages and stuff, man. 'Cause I love doing that extra, man. That stuff's fun, man. Because I'm like, hey, man, I gotta try that.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun. It's fun. Like the days are long.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be some long days, but it's fun. It's worth it when you see yourself on screen.
Oh yeah. Yeah, see, it'd be better me being on like something like that than my mom calling all her friends going, look, my son's on Cops. It's his Cops episode. Look.
Yeah.
So like, come on, mom. The bath salts were readily available then, man. Come on. Oh man. So I do gotta ask, man. Before I let you pass it on back to Remy, man. Do you have any, funny, backstage road stories that have happened, in your MMA, wrestling career, whatever, maybe traveling to a fight, flat tire or something crazy happened?
Nothing too crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was one of my MMA fights. I had my opponent, like, he came up to me after the fight, and he was like, dude, when I saw you come before, he was like, oh. And I was just
Oh,
like,
man.
you're not supposed to have that attitude when you go into a fight. He was like, he was just like, I just knew I was gonna lose when I seen you walk through that door. I didn't realize you was that. I was like, wow.
That's right. Yeah, that's when you already win the battle, man. That's like that Tyson thing, man. Tyson won the fight even before he got into the ring, man. They were scared.
Yeah, I told him, I was like, well, I mean, you still stepped in there, so that's more than what I would have done.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know. I would. Yeah, you're like way out of my weight class. You know what I mean? Like, no, I'm good, man. Your fist probably the size of my face. So. Like Brock Lesnar and stuff, man. I seen his fists, man. They're like size of dinner plates. I was like, oh man, put that over my head. Oh no, thank you.
They're huge.
That's right. Yeah, man. Like, before, like you were saying earlier, man. Yeah, it'd probably be like Uncle Phil and Jazz, man. Now, fun fact, Jazz and them, they are going to be around my area this summer, man, at the beach, man, because I'm in Delaware, and they're going to do something at the beach, and I'm going to try and get one of my bucket list things, man. I'm going to go up to Jazz and be like, do the Fresh Prince slap five, just go up and be like, that's all I want to do.
Yeah.
And then I think Rob Bass is there too, so I gotta get a picture of Rob Bass and Rob Bass.
Okay.
But yeah, man, I want to say thank you for for taking time out of your busy schedule, coming on, chatting with us, man. It's awesome to have you on. Man, hopefully we get part 2, man, because them technical difficulties, man. Oh
yeah, for sure. We definitely got to get one in because I don't know what happened.
Oh yeah.
We got to make it.
Perhaps we can get you and the Diamond Sheik on together. Since you guys are one of the next best teams coming through.
We got a couple shows together, so we'll be
so Austin, soon. I take it when they don't cut the check, you're the guy that comes in and makes sure they cut the check, right?
That's right. I make sure when it's time to pay the dues.
That's right.
Awesome. That awesome. That sounds pretty cool. You got somebody that make sure they hold up their end of the bargain.
Yep. And I gotta make sure if they don't, it's gonna be a long night in the office.
That's right.
I just gotta say though, man, we really and truly appreciate, you actually taking time out of your busy schedule, to actually be on our show. We know you got a lot of things going on with MMA and getting ready for your next match and whatnot coming up. Before we let you go and we shut off the show, where can fans find you on social media if they want to find out when your next appearance is, if they want to purchase Bodyguard merchandise? And we know you got a shirt out now. And where can bookers and promoters find you if they want to book you for their shows?
You can find me on Instagram at thebodyguard_AT, or you can find me on Twitter at Austin_Green81. And also Facebook, you can look me up. Just my name, Austin Green. Those are the only the 3 main platforms I use. I've just started kind of getting into Twitter. I was more of a Facebook, Instagram kind of person, so now I've kind of transitioned over to Twitter, so I'm kind of working on building that up.
Awesome.
Definitely Instagram. You can give me a follow or shoot me a DM.
Yeah. Y'all definitely follow this man. He's doing big things, and cop his merch, man. Like I said, support indie wrestling, man. You know what I'm saying? That's where 99% of your AEW, WWE, Impact stars come from, is the indies. So definitely support this man. If you don't support this man, you ain't gotta worry about him beating you up. You ain't gotta worry about the Diamond Sheik coming after you. You see this guy next to me, Rob Bass? Yeah, he's the one you gotta worry about. He'll eat your breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't gonna leave nothing. So
I'm on Operation Fat Rob.
He'll put a skip rope in your pot too. So y'all make sure y'all follow Austin Green. Make sure you follow. Matter of fact, make sure everybody y'all see on this show that we have, follow them, because they do it all. They do it. They don't just do it for clout. They do it for the love of the game and for y'all, the fans. We the fans. So y'all definitely make sure y'all give them a follow and cop that merch. But with that being said, go ahead, Austin. My bad.
I'll say again.
I was gonna say. I thought you were saying something. My bad.
Oh no.
So with that being said, it's about time for us to end this show right now. My eyes are getting a bit heavy, so I'm about to take a little bit of a power nap. But before I do that, and before we shut it down, Rob Bass, where you at on social media? If fans want to shoot the breeze with you about wrestling, be on the show, and where can bookers and promoters find you on social media if they want to book you to be a referee?
You can find me at Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch at Rob_Bass82, and then Twitch and Facebook Rob Bass.
Awesome. If you want to find me on social media, not that I have anything interesting to say, you can find me on Twitter at @TheRemyBlue, and you can also find me on Facebook under Remy Blue as well. With that being said, our podcast is also on Twitter at Ringside Society. We're also on Instagram under @Ringside Society, and we also have a Facebook group, which is called, you guessed it right, Ringside Society. And yeah, pretty much anywhere you see that cool ass logo right there, that's us. So follow, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have a lot of great interviews like this one, ones with Diamond Sheik, Karma Dean Hiram, Lewis Lessons, other members of Nightmare Factory class too. And we got more members from that class that we're gonna have on this show too. And we're also on Twitch, so make sure you check us out on Twitch. It's Ringside Society 2019. We got all this stuff on our link tree on our bio, so definitely follow us. We're also on Teespring. We got a couple of cool shirts out there. We got more cool shirts coming in. All proceeds from t-shirt sales that we make go back into keeping the show up and running. But with that being said, we just want to thank everybody that tuned in tonight live. Thank you very much. We really, truly do appreciate it. To those of you that are going to listen to us later on, thank you in advance. And those of you that hate us and really and truly wish we can't stand us, and really and truly wish we just go away, well, I'm sorry, but we ain't going anywhere for a while.
They hate us because they ain't us.
And we ain't stopping. But with that being said, we just want to let everybody know that we here at Ringside Society are very well aware that we know everybody and their grandparents and their parents have a podcast. But we're not your grandparents' podcast. We're not your parents' podcast. As a matter of fact, we're not just any podcast. Hashtag we are not the same. Kathy does it that way. Kathy's the ace on doing that, but hashtag we are not the same. With that being said, Rob Bass, one time for the mind, one time for the people, one time for the wrestling culture, and one time for the bodyguard, Austin Green, who's kicking ass and taking names, and is going to kick ass and take names at this next wrestling show. What type of podcast are we?
We're the Wrestling Fans Podcast.
That's right, we're the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society. And with that being said, we'll be back tomorrow with our WWE Hell in a Cell predictions with our special guests, Trevor and Joey. But until then, y'all stay safe, stay healthy, be excellent to each other, and party on, dudes. We out. Peace.
See y'all. Good night. Stay classy, Delaware.